Welcome everyone to Managing My Money with Rosa. Today we are going to stuff September 2nd paycheck. This is my husband's paycheck. Typically I have $800 when I stuff his check. However, he didn't get paid as much this time, so there's only $775, and most of this goes into our cash funds and only a little portion of it will go into our sinking funds in the back. So let's get started. Yay! Alright, so the first thing we're going to stuff today is our fast food. Yes, I know we should probably stop spending money on fast food. 80, and I put $100 in here, but by putting $100 in fast food, we limit the amount of fast food that we get. It is way down, so that excites me. So $20, $40, $60, $80, $100 into fast food. Oh, and look, we even had $5 left last month. I'm going to put that somewhere in just a little bit. So $100 in fast food. Gas, I typically put $50 into gas. That's for my car. It takes about $50 for 2 weeks, and believe it or not, my car the light came on yesterday, so I'm really excited. Today was payday, so I can put in 50, and there was already 2 in there, so we're up to $52. And with gas prices on the rise, I'm going to need that extra $2. Groceries, I usually put $200 in there. 100 and 250s. Oh, look, and there's money left in here, $3. Now I'm not going to take this and put it somewhere. It will end up getting spent on groceries. So we're just going to add that. We now have $203 to spend on groceries this week, and this is good for 2 weeks. So excited. My youngest gets an allowance, $10. He doesn't do much around the house, but it's something. He then takes it and divvies it up between saving, spending, and he's actually saving for a car too. So he wants to help pay for his car when he gets it. Paper products, I try to usually put $25 in here, but because my husband's check wasn't everything it was, I'm only going to put in 20 this time. 5, 10, 15, 20. And there was already $12 in here. There was only $12 in here because I recently got paper towels and water and toilet paper, and I got some Cascade. I can't think what else I got, but I know that I've spent a lot of what was in here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, or $36, $37 in paper products. So we're on our way back so that later this month when I decide to go spend some more on paper products, we've got it. Pet, our sweet Sophie and the birds. We're only going to put 5 in this time. I usually try to put in 10, but again, I had to take from somewhere, so Pet got taken from. So there's only 27 in here because there was already 22. And then the RV, I like to take hundreds and put them in. And every time it gets up to $200, I go to the bank and make a payment, and that's the first one, so no payment yet. And toiletries, we're going to put 10 in here. Again, I like to put 15 to 20 in, but with the reduced amount of pay that he got this time, it's not possible. So 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, $81 inside of toiletries. Now, it is about time for me to go get soap and shampoo and toothpaste and toothbrushes, so this will end up getting spent soon, but I've got it to spend it, which excites me. And then I get a little bit of cash as well, and I'm going to put in $20. I try to typically put in like 25, but it didn't work out this way this time. And I've already got money in here, and it was so nice. A girlfriend and I went out the other day, and we went to the museum, and I had money, so I'm so excited I have to pull it from anywhere else. So that brings us to 50, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77. And again, like I said, I spent some the other day, so it was exciting to know that I had it. And that is all of my cash funds that are going to get stuffed today. There are no more. Then we've got the note cards, bank deposit slips, and then extra folders in case I need them, plus some other extra things. So we're back to having our cash funds in the front. There's my fast food. So I'm going to swap this out now. And now we are going to stuff only a few sinking funds. Again, most of my husband's check goes into cash funds and only a little portion goes into sinking funds. So the first one we're going to do is car maintenance. Car maintenance gets $20. Pull out my pen, add today's date. So there should be a total of $40 in here. If you noticed, I had to turn the card over. I'm a little frugal. I like to continue to use something, so I finished all of the pretty pink side, and then I have the back side, and there was 20 in here, plus 20 gives me $40 worth. So car maintenance is on its way back up. We recently had to spend car maintenance and emergency fund on my husband's truck to get a fuel pump taken care of in it, so I'm excited to see that that's going back up. And then we're going to jump a little ways inside of my folders back to family birthdays. Now usually I put $25 in here, but that's not going to happen this time because, again, something had to give a little bit and we don't have a birthday immediately up. So I'm only going to put $20 inside of family birthdays. Let me add that to the bottom. And that should give me $55 in here. 20, 40, 55. So we're doing good with family birthdays. And then we're going to jump way back to retirement. Oh, and you know what comes right in front of retirement? What I'm doing with this $5. This $5 is going to go into my Pay It Forward folder. Let me add this real quick, today's date. All right. So there's now $25 in Pay It Forward. So excited about this, and let me add that to my list because that wasn't something that I knew was going to go in there. So we got to add that so that it all equals up. And then retirement. If you've been watching for any length of time, you know that I'm going to add $5. Every one of my paychecks, every one of my husband's paychecks, I only add $5. So this is kind of like a holding place. So really, although it says $560, really all I have in here is $500 and then 35. So $525 is what should be in here because the other 35 is in the bank. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 525. Plus the 35 that's in the bank equals 560, and I will put this 25 in the bank later. I'm waiting Monday, waiting for the weekend, and I'll put that in the bank and move it into a high interest savings account for our retirement. Our goal with retirement is 1.5 million. No, we're nowhere close, but it's nice to start to think about. Savings, I always take $10 of my husband's check and put it into savings. And add 10 more dollars. So we are up to $30 in here. No, this is not all of our savings either. This is just where my husband's check goes. I usually wait until it's around, say, $50, $100, and then I take this and put it into the bank. It's just a place to keep the cash for a little while. All right, and then tag renewal is next. I'm going to put $5 into tag renewal. Tag renewal comes due the same time for us every year. We have 4 things that need tags: my car, my husband's truck, my daughter's car, and the RV, and that's a lot to come up with at one time. So we break it apart into every month, and a little bit goes in every month, anywhere from $5, $10, sometimes $15, just depends on what's going on with my husband's paycheck as to how much goes in. So we should have $70, $20, $40, $60, $65, $70. We do. So exciting. And then let me get this back to the beginning. I like my sinking funds to always start with back to school. They're alphabetical in here. So I like that. And then this should be $200, which will be my husband's spending cash for the next 2 weeks. Sounds like a lot, but that's everything. That's his gas, that's his snacks, that's everything. And he has learned how to manage and budget it out. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. So there's his 200 for his week, and I will put that in a different place so that we have that all together. So thank you so much for joining us today. If you like watching these, if you would please hit the subscribe button down below. If you want notifications when my next video is available, make sure you also hit the bell too. Thank you so much for watching.